I had no idea what I was looking at. By the time I realized what I was looking at, the remains of Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. Time has already stopped. Smile at Hope in the Name of Despair, Chapter 5, Deadly Life. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Yes, I felt that same exact thing when yeah. Nagito is dead. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet.
Huh?
Yeah. Yep. I've been there. I was also there too.
What?
What's going on here?
Are you serious?
Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? Honestly, I wish he was. I really wish he was. But I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right. It's Nagito. Yeah. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us, that's why. I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. This is awful! Like, I don't like looking at this fucking picture. Like, I don't... No. Like... How about fucking torture? Like, look at this Okay. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed. And when the killing finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. I didn't either. Like, I was so sure he'd make it to the end with us. Like, I was so sure. And like, Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. While on this island, unbelievable, abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that... Oh, God, yeah, I know. This means it's official.
A body has been discovered!
Yeah.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Don't tell me.
The body discovery announcement? Then it's for real.
Hey!
The Nagito's really dead?
Damn it.
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed?
That's right.
Plus it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito. So I've been thinking about this, ever since I found out, and, you know, ran off crying. I was thinking about this, and I'm pretty sure that the one who did this is a traitor. I feel like they were getting scared because Nagito was so sure who they were and was trying to, like, figure out who they were. And so they did this. One of us killed him so brutally. Then it's going to start again. Huh? Class trial is going to start soon, right? Then...
Of course!
Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito killer is.
Hey!
No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? No. I was not willing to sacrifice Nagito, no.
Shing!
And time for action is now. So allow me to give you a familiar Monokuma fight.
Wait!
Hold it right there.
Damn it!
What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way.
You stupid
Shut up.
rabbit!
I can't take this anymore. How much longer are you gonna keep putting them through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey, hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami. Oh my god.
Hey!
You just now noticed?
Like...
Anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't we talk about yours first? Huh? What your intentions are, anyway. Why are you keeping everyone coped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know, too, you know. Damn. What? No fair? You're shutting up, too.
Please wait!
Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please do not say anything else that will confuse us. The worst part is, I had this bad feeling that it was Sonia. That she's a traitor and that she did that to Nagito. She was being very suspicious in the last part with her coming to the 5th island, which was supposed to be on the Central Island. That's also where Nagito died. And she's been super, like, into finding out about the ancient ruin stuff, and I don't know, it's just raising a lot of red flags to me, and I don't want it to be her. I don't want it to be any of them, because I do really care about all of them. But I just have a bad feeling.
Hey.
Anyway, let's begin. But
This is
I
just...
mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as the killing happens. We can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know. That's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me!
We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is kind of
Huh?
depressing.
Did that mean you guys are getting bored of the school trip?
Actually,
Don't worry, the end is near. The end?
What's the
Don't make a
matter?
face like a pig's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind the Monokuma timer? I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? Oh shit. When the timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey, hey!
If this finally be over,
You
then
serious?
we can go home?
What are you
Still
gonna
count your
do?
berries before they hatch. There's still something you gotta do before that, right?
So...
Once again.
It's the Monokuma file!
Okay.
Phew.
You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterward at all.
Do your best.
I'm going to.
Wait!
Hold on!
I won't
I won't let you
forgive
escape this time. Wait right there!
Hmm.
Well, what do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at the end, it's safe to think we can go home, right?
But still...
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here.
Alright!
Let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However...
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? It means someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The way those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases. But was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, the victim was Nagito. Because his death was so abnormally cruel. No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. First we need to look at the Monokuma file. Okay. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside a warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in the stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading that makes me depressed.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with the Monokuma file? Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in the stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of the thighs. We just read this. Yeah.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form a conclusion on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now, it's our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Well, let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Let's start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinkler that much. Thanks that I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body, honestly, me neither. You probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Okay. There's a lot to look at, but I might as well just start with this. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about Homa trying to confuse the hell out of us. Even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There are times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on this investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about his body that catches my eye. Okay. Feet. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillar nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to Monokuma, how the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs. Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Which would make sense if it was a traitor. Because the traitor knew Nagito was trying to find them. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, they just wanted to kill him. They could just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If he disregarded the spear in the chest, the other wounds that were inflicted for reasons other than kill him. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? Oh my god. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Probably something about the bombs and where they were. Was it something that would lead to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if it was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito.
Damn it!
He didn't let him die easily. I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture wounds. Spear. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deep into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound. Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extending from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Phew.
I see, I see. You use a cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with a spear. Those were the spears from the castle. This is your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is a spear of Danganronpa, right? You definitely just came up with that now.
Hey!
By the way, I want to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. Yeah.
What?
Nezumi Castle?
What the
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can go in there. Damn you mice, damn you all to hell. I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. But more importantly, I need to focus on this investigation. Sorry about that cut there. The spear definitely catches my eye. The weight on the end of the cord is coming out of the handle. Luckily that part has blood on it too. But for some reason this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Well, Chiaki mentioned earlier that but apparently this spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gungur. Left hand. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand has been stab wounds. This one looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to the other ones. Regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it was a hideous wound, and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange. Strange what?
See?
Look at the paw on his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood spatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. It definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it's splattered. But it's on the edge of his hands. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but is something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand.
Well?
Oh! Here there's also blood, but only above the middle of each finger. You're right. Why only in this part?
See?
It's just like I said, right? It's strange. I win. Yeah, sure, you win. It's definitely strange. Why did the killer do that to make the blood splatter look like that? Was his hand in the fist, maybe? Because look at his hand right there. Like, it looks like it's like breaking free from the fist, maybe? So maybe his hand within the fist, and then it slowly released after he died. Face. He must have been in great pain. He clearly has this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Did this keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me, and squatted down next to Nagito's face. Oh! In one swift motion, she ripped off the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey, hey, hey!
Putting that tape back isn't this issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening.
Hey, hey.
About the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well?
The duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? Which means Nagito's mouth was covered with the duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which causes the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth pit. What's wrong with that? If that's something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it. Just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I feel like that's gonna play a part. Anyway, this might be something on Clue too. I should remember it. Duct tape. Burned rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope. It looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be the result of a fire? That's weird. If the rope is burned off like this. What? Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Oh. burnt rope. And then... knife. The knife is stabbing through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife. It must be from a military base. Military base? Where you were at, right? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well?
By the way, it seemed the wound on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. You mean after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed a knife through his right hand?
It cannot be!
And then, they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
Yeah. Does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons? A knife and a spear? They could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use a spear, huh? Survival knife. Yes, I'm done with the area around Nagito's body. I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me. And one of my peers is the killer responsible. I have to investigate death so I can find this killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Okay, I'll look at everything first and talk to everyone. Lighter? This is... it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtain would have been hanging. It also looked like the fire didn't extinguish damage here. It did excessive damage here. The oil lighter was placed here.
Just kidding.
An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It is the most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well?
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Which means?
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter. Huh. Using the oil lighter, huh? You think the killer set up some sort of trick with that?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting the warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence. That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... oil lighter. Fire grenade. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastics are scattered all over the place. This is probably... yeah. Those fire grenades that we use to put out the fire. But weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Okay, and then we have a Monokuma plushie with a hole. Monokuma's dead? There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Oh. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at the factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. Why are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why did he do it? Making a hole if he got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you
I had nothing
saying?
to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil.
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You just die like that plushie over there. Oh wow, dark.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't
I will definitely
lose.
take back the seat of royal Supremacy from Monokuma. Okay. Well, like, those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Did Claire have done this? If so, was this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Monokuma plushie. Okay, I guess I'll start talking to everyone then.
So just as I thought.
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish this class trial, then we can think about what will happen after. Kazuichi? One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. Chiaki? She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about the sprinklers. That's one of the sprinklers had that activated to put out the fire.
Well?
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
See?
Oh. Can you see that red streak? Huh? You're right. I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling. Girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's what I've been staring at. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder. Okay, Fuyuhiko.
Like...
I'm not freaking out about, like, Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma Tower reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen?
Huh?
What's gonna happen?
That's
This rotten school trip is
wrong.
gonna end, right? We can finally go back home! Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well,
Monokuma
yeah.
might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends. What do you mean, something? He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that? I don't know. This is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way they'll end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know. And don't bring up strange stuff like that. And then... Kane. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. Looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
So...
The time. Looks like time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file that the time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at the time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. And that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. Yeah, I don't like that. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
All right.
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomari died. Killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
All
And
right.
whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bomb is suspicious.
Huh?
But none of us have alibis for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. Killer goal wasn't just to kill Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to implicate any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? We'll think I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, so try investigating the other area inside the warehouse first. Okay. Oh, okay. Again, I'll look at all the items first. MP3. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe.
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music was blaring when the fire started. Yeah, you're right. Looks like it busted from the getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from the MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why are the killer playing music from this MP3 player? The only thing left is Monokuma panel. There's a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. Panel near the curtain in the fight in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess. Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warning and slowly opened the door at the warehouse. Oh, you think they were in the way? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. Why haven't I opened it slowly? Akane ignored their protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Could it be... was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance at the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange. That means we can speculate that this was done intentionally. Monokuma panels. Okay, do I talk to everyone else again? Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinklers. Even if there wasn't a important clear, we might not be able to notice it. It's better than a warehouse burning down to the ground. Good thing we were able to put that fire out.
Hey.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and became all wet and soggy. Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. Oh my god, you're sounding like Kazuichi right now. Haha. You were thinking that, huh? No, I wasn't. I wasn't thinking that at all. Okay, you were, yes. Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hazume. You're screwing with me. Oh my, screwing. How lewd. Please don't look at me with such a fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already, yeah. Can I leave or? No, okay. So yeah, I should talk to him. Well, even though I did say I was gonna freaking kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know? Thinking about the countdown after we lived through the class trial. Looks like Shoni is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we pretty much finished investigating Naiko's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Shoni, do you have a minute? Yes. Well, what is it? I want to talk to you about when the fake bomb Naito set in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Yeah, because you knew it was fake. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It is alright. It is not a bomb. Why do you know the bombs were fake? Well... That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my!
Yeah.
It cannot be.
Do you suspect me? I do, yes. But seeing as how Hajime is suspecting you right now, I'm assuming that means you're not it? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus! Shit! You son of a bitch! Whoa. Sonia?
I am
I
sorry.
am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the Final Island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well,
At first I was worried that someone might have used them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito plan the bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
that is.
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base. The bombs were nowhere to be found. And because we were searching for them, we were late when we all gathered.
Please
And
listen.
because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought from the military base were, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out the bombs were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see. I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door of the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought they could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. Oh. Oh, yeah.
However, that plan was an utter failure.
Why is Monami just looking at her?
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it! All to hell!
Yes.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs were the same one that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. This is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. Upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. The problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a
There should be
moment?
no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Okay, Sonia's account. That does make me feel better and make me believe that it wasn't her, which I'm glad. I'm still not sure. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand yet. You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? You may be right. There are several things I've been wondering about this besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, the Nezumi castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm gonna understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have finished investigating.
can you hear
Hey
me?
you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree.
see.
I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we have the same idea. Is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we investigate all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece the incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey,
Is
hey!
it okay if we leave this place? It's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Okay. I'm going to end it here. In the next part, we will continue the investigation. I believe we need to go to the plushie factory, which is right here, the military base, Nezumi Castle, and Nagito's room. So we will go there and figure out who did this. So yeah, that's it.